don't they? They call it Wall Street Candyland, a place where every ticker is a lollipop and every trade is sweet. But they don't tell you about the cavities in your sanity. They don't tell you that the sugar is poison. Yeah. Staring at the screen, it's another day, another fight. Candlesticks are painted green with the toxic blinding light. Got a parabolic runner, an irrational machine. Everybody's chasing, living out a FOMO fantasy dream. But I see the truth behind it, read the volume and the pace. This whole entire rally's built on nothing, empty space. So I'm aiming for the fall, yeah, I'm betting on the pain. I hit the button, short position, going straight against the grain. Heart is beating out my chest, 100 ticks a second. Every dollar up against me is a lesson that I've reckoned with the demons in the market, with the greed inside the lies. I'm just waiting for the moment that this sugar castle dies. Take me to VW where land, I'm fading from the high. This price is built on nothing but a sugar-coated lie. Take me to VW where land before my profits die, before they hunt my stop loss underneath this blood-red sky. Yeah, this ain't no candy land, it's a war inside my head. Just need that one rejection, leave the bulls for dead. Take me to VW Airland, escape the sea of red. On my P&L, it's screaming, fill my soul with dread. They're trying to squeeze me out now, feel the pressure and the heat. Algorithm bots are running, trying to signal its defeat. But I'm watching order flow, see the sellers build a wall. They're absorbing all the buyers, getting ready for the fall. It's a psychological battle, more than numbers on a chart. They wanna break your spirit, wanna tear your plan apart. They want you second guessing every move you ever made, till you're chasing your own losses in this sick financial game. But the RSI is screaming that it's way outside the bounds, and the volume's disappearing, making hollow empty sounds. So I hold on to my thesis with my finger on the mouse. This ain't a faded castle, it's a fragile house of cards, a paper house. They call it the magnet, I call it the truth. In a market that preys upon the ambitious youth, I'm addicted to the chaos, the risk and the gain. A glutton for the punishment, a sucker for the pain. This candy land is poison, but I take another bite, just praying I can make it back to safety for the night. And take me to VW land, I'm fading from the high. This price is built on nothing but a sugar-coated lie. Take me to VW land before my profits die, before they hunt my stop loss underneath this blood-red sky. Yeah, this ain't no candy land, it's a war inside my head. Just need that one rejection, leave the bulls for dead. Take me to VW land, escape the sea of red. On my P&L, it's screaming, fill my soul with dread. They call it the magnet, I call it the truth. In a market that preys upon the ambitious youth, I'm addicted to the chaos, the risk and the gain. A glutton for the punishment, a sucker for the pain. This candy land is poison, but I take another bite, just praying I can make it back to safety for the night. Take me to VW Wildland, I'm fading from the high. Yeah, this one's for all my bears out there. You see that chart? Going parabolic. You know it can't last forever, baby. There's only one place I need you to go. Listen. I've been watching you since the opening bell, casting your hypnotic green candle spell. You're flying so high, way above the mean, the most overbought chart I've ever seen. I clicked the sell button, girl, I'm shorting you now. I got a feeling you're about to turn around somehow. My stop loss price down nice and slow. I see the seller stepping in, knocking at your door. Just a little healthy pullback, that's all I'm asking for. So take me to the bubbly boy, 'cause girl, I wanna see that profit and more. The buying volume's fading, oh it's getting weak. You're trying to push higher past the morning peak, but those little red candles, they're starting to show, telling me a story that all the bears know. Don't you fake me out, girl, don't you start to squeeze. Just look at the indicators, baby, won't you please? Don't you break my heart with a new high of day. My profit target's waiting, it's not that far away. Oh, won't you take me to the bubble pole?
Yeah, that's where I need to go.
Oh, baby, take me to the bubble.
Bring that price down nice and slow.
I see the seller stepping in, knocking at your door. Just a little healthy pullback, that's all I'm asking for. So take me to the bubbly boy, 'cause girl, I wanna see that profit and more. The buying volume's fading, oh it's getting weak. You're trying to push higher past the morning peak, but those little red candles, they're starting to show, telling me a story that all the bears know. Don't you fake me out, girl, don't you start to squeeze. Just look at the indicators, baby, won't you please? Don't you break my heart with a new high of day. My profit target's waiting, it's not that far away. Oh, won't you take me to the bubble pole?
Yeah, that's where I need to go.
Oh, baby, take me to the bubble.
Bring that price down nice and slow.
I see the seller stepping in, knocking at your door. Just a little healthy pullback, that's all I'm asking for. So take me to the bubbly boy, 'cause girl, I wanna see that profit and more. The buying volume's fading, oh it's getting weak. You're trying to push higher past the morning peak, but those little red candles, they're starting to show, telling me a story that all the bears know. Don't you fake me out, girl, don't you start to squeeze. Just look at the indicators, baby, won't you please? Don't you break my heart with a new high of day. My profit target's waiting, it's not that far away. Oh, won't you take me to the bubble pole?
Yeah, that's where I need to go.
Oh, baby, take me to the bubble.
Bring that price down nice and slow.
I see the seller stepping in, knocking at your door. Just a little healthy pullback, that's all I'm asking for. So take me to the double pie, 'cause girl, I wanna see that profit and more. Yeah. They call it the magnet, the line of control, where institutional money can make a trader whole. I ain't asking for a crash, I ain't asking for the floor. Just come back to that average and I'll be out the door. That volume weighted price, yeah, it's looking so sweet to me.
Come on, baby, sell it off.
Oh, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down for me now. Oh, baby, take me to the double me. I gotta cover my short, don't you see? Oh, I see the seller stepping in, knocking at your door. Just a little healthy pullback, that's all I'm asking for. So take me to the double way, 'cause girl, I wanna see that profit and more. Take me there, baby, oh, to the VW ring. That beautiful golden line on my screen. Come on, just a few more ticks, yeah, that's the way. Let me see that green.
Girl, I want to see them profits and more. Good morning, traders. Howdy, howdy do. Hope you guys are doing well on this Wednesday, start of the week. Short week, guys. I hate the short weeks, but President's Day on Monday yesterday. Started the week off with a couple trades. It was kind of like a base hit day. Wasn't a ton. RIME was a great fade at the start of the day. We had ATOM on day two earnings. This morning, we got a couple plays, it looks like, that are waking up the market too a little bit. SNSE, RXT. So we got a few to dive into. Of course, we're going to get into our little bit of study, little wisdom for the day real quick here before we get into it, traders. But I would just encourage us all to focus more on your own personal perspective versus what the market is doing. And what do I mean by that? Well, when I first started 10 years ago, I was more focused on what lines can I put on my chart that are going to essentially prevent me from taking losses. It took so many years just to realize, and I've asked so many professional traders now, like, break apart your pie chart and let's dive into like where you focus more on these days and you're more in your professional journey. And most of it usually leans towards 65, 70, 75% psychology. So it's less technicals, over it's less like indicators, like the more the merrier, and more about your perspective, as in the more you learn about trading, the more you feel like the market owes you. There's expectations there. The more I study, the more work I put in, the more is expected from the market towards me, right? That's what we naturally will think, when in reality it's quite the opposite of that. I mean, you have people can put in less work and make more money, versus somebody who sits here, adds as many indicators as possible. And what happens is we get to the degree in which we're trying to we expect things, right, which is a visual indication of what we think is going to happen, and when it doesn't go that way, we feel pain. And so this vicious cycle happens where it compounds into problems where you learn and then you become debilitated, so you think you need to learn more, and you start learning more, and you feel compelled to learn, and then you get back into losing, and then you ultimately quit trading because it's just this pain avoidance mechanism, which I went over yesterday, and I relate it to sports. So for anybody who plays any, like, basketball, soccer, golf, I like golf, so I'll talk about that. When you focus on not hitting a bad shot, what happens? You gravitate towards hitting the bad shot. That's what happens. When you focus on the bad happens. When you focus on winning, the winning happens. And in trading, it's much like that. Of course, we can't go into trading with this euphoric sense of success that we'll have without any risk in mind at all, because risk says more things can happen than will happen. But we get to a point in our trading where we focus so much on not losing that, guess what? We lose. You tend to gravitate towards that anyway. So let's focus on winning today, guys. Let's focus on winning, taking the A plus setups and moving in, keeping that equity curve moving in the right direction. Guys, let's head over to the war room. Hopefully that made a lick of sense. This morning, some of that trading wisdom. So we got RXT. It's pretty much our SNSE is the leading gapper this morning, 253%. RXT popped up. Now, RXT, Rackspace, and Palantir partner to run Foundry and AIP in production with governed managed operations. Pretty much the key here is we're a small cap play in a collaboration with Palantir. You know, that's really what sends small cap plays into the stratosphere, if you will. Like, okay, we finally have our breakthrough. We have our breakthrough. A big boy recognizes us, because what have we been doing on RXT? If we look at past chart history, this thing just hit all-time lows. And we've been going over this theme like left and right, guys. Like yesterday, what was it? OLB? Yeah, okay. OLB was at all-time lows. And whatever theme this is in right now, where we're hitting these tickers that are at all-time lows, it's like these companies want to be at all-time lows, because that's whatever theme we're in. Put me at lows, and tomorrow we're going to wake up to highs. So RXT collaborates with Palantir. Let's look left, map out some levels. Of course, the dollar, guys, we know is going to be challenging. 120 is what I'm seeing initially. Outside of 120, I know she's creeping up there right now. We're going to have up towards 220. All right, so magic 20s. It's going to be tough. Of course, bid price rule suggests what? To remain in compliance with the NASDAQ, you gotta hold that level. Used to be 6 months. They may have lowered it, but it's gotta be months, consecutive months. So RXT, that's a heavy line right there. That dollar slowing down a little bit. So let's see if it can hold with that really good news. All right, next we got SNSE, SNSE Biotherapeutics. They were halted. They resumed at like 850, 85 on Sensei, and now this ticker. There's a couple things going on with it. All right. They acquired Faith Therapeutics in a stock to stock transaction and $200 million concurrent private placement. $200 million concurrent private placement. Couple things going on there with SNSE acquisitions. So normally, like acquisitions, and they will tend to go sideways. I mean, we have a couple things here with it. I mean, when you're acquiring another company, and then of course you have the $200 million private placement too. We could see some activity. I mean, this thing is such a tiny float. That's the thing. So you have an acquisition, right? And stocks are going to gravitate towards that intrinsic value, as a good friend of mine, Warren Buffett, would say. Now, that intrinsic value, where does it lie, right? The float here is what's going to make it kind of interesting. Now, short interest only 2%. RXT, which we went over and I failed to mention, does have a 10% short interest on that ticker. You know, it was just at lows, which the float on that RXT is like 90 some million, and the short interest is roughly 9 million. 9 million shares. You got 9 million shares that are short. I just went over that yesterday. Like fire these whoever hedge funds or whoever that are this is part of their portfolio, just to size heavily into these junkers that can just obviously 100% the next morning. Can a Apple or Tesla or Palantir go 100% the next morning? Likely not, right? 100%. You do the math on it, like the math on these nano cap, small cap plays. If you see 40 cents to $1.06, and you're like, not a big move, but it is in relation to relative to that percent gain, right? it's fairly large. You take PLTR and you say, oh, tomorrow morning this thing we're gonna wake up and it's gonna be at $280. Yeah, likely not. That would be a pretty fairly large move, but again, relative. Carlos, slow day. Good morning. Fingers crossed we wake up a little bit. So here's what yesterday there was. There were a couple decent plays in chat over at Trade the Pool 2. They got several of those guys. What was the ticker? I took it off my watch list. SLYX? Was it SYLX? God dang it. I took it off my watch list. I don't remember, but it was a decent play, middle of the day. RIME was the good one. RIME was the good fade right out of the gates. And then ATOM is really the one I was playing with. ATOM. Now, ATOM, guys, day 2 here. Carlos, I think we could have something here with ATOM. I mean, we're up a significant amount. We're up a significant amount on ATOM. I like the fade here. I do. I didn't take the open hangover yesterday. Thankfully, I did take a short over 5, made a little money on that, and then it reclaimed, nearly hit magic 20. But this is a day 2 significant move. This is one of my favorite setups going into today. Like, can it have a day? Look at the daily here. A day 3 green day like the last 2 would be unprecedented. I don't know if I see it. Let's see where we could where levels of support are. 5.2. 5.2 is going to be a level of support for profit taking under that 4.5. Yeah, it's already heavy under previous close. I mean, I like the levels on 619, just a risk, even like 5.8, 6, just really a snap out of the gates and just unwind it a little bit. That'd be kind of the idea here. I think again, it invalidates with a volume pop like yesterday. That invalidates, in which case you just leave it alone or wait for it to set up again. So thankfully yesterday was just real patient, guys. How did you guys end up yesterday? Because it was, man, for like, there were like maybe one or two, three decent setups, but you had to be quick, based on my edge at least. And so it's it's been that market here lately, unfortunately, where you gotta sit here. You could sit here for 3-4 hours and not take a trade, which that was much of the day yesterday. Of course, as traders can become cumbersome. That's the word that comes to mind. I don't even know what it means. Cumbersome. Try to sound smart for a second here. Doug in the building, Tuna in the house. Good morning, guys. Yeah, very slow. ATO, I'm watching the behavior at the 200. Yeah. Yep. At the 5 minute. ATM, I think could be a decent one today, guys. I think it could be. Outside of that, we have Olb. Good old Olb. Olb was in play all day yesterday. They did a partnership agreement with PayPal to enhance their secure payment gateway platform, which probably just means they threw the PayPal button on their website for their partnership. So OLB, this is, man, that's a huge move yesterday, guys. I mean, we went from 30 cents the other day to $1.80. What's the math on that? I mean, that's significant percentage. So let's monitor OLB today as well against maybe 148's previous close, but maybe like 1.3 to 4, 130 to 40. I like here's ATOM already selling off. Who out there is listening, guys? Got the audience over on X. You got to pump the brakes a little bit, just a little bit. 40,000 just came through. All right. All right, so moving along, guys. We got SNSE. Interesting. Very interesting name. Wow, this thing just did a little red to green move up to 36. This is such a tiny float. This is going to be a sketch name. This is going to be a sketch name. I may work it, Doug, like in those predictable up down halt kind of things, but outside of that, I'd let the Bulls and Bears fight it out. I've been finding a lot more success just not trying to predict. I mean, I say it all the time, but making it a reality. Like I don't Bulls and Bears, have your fun. Chop it around. I don't care. I'm gonna jump in to the predictable piece, take the profit, and move along. Where I've been finding more success. But SNSE with the acquisition, private placement, a very tiny flow. We could see that one have some continuation. So let's see what the market guys are gonna provide us today. Mr. Fades is in wings. Good morning, Fade.
Morning, guys. How we doing?
Yeah, I think the overall consensus is it's a little. We gotta be patient with what we've been seeing here lately.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that was the frustrating thing, Fades, yesterday was that was our analysis, and then we're like, "We're gonna let the trades come to us," and then Ron just dumped, like, what, 2 points right out of the gates on us. I was like,
Yeah,
"Dang it." Yeah,
yeah.
nearly.
Yesterday was one of those days where
And that was
it's,
one of the only good setups too. I mean, uh,
hmm, So SNSE, what's the deal with that?
Acquisition, private placement.
Yeah,
So
so,
200 million private placement there. I mean, it's blown through every single resistant level there is. But the acquisitions tend to just kind of stall out. But being that this is an 890 some thousand float or
mhm,
857,000, I mean they're probably looking at it like, well, we might as well play around with this thing.
right. Well, definitely be one to watch. RXT is $1. Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of cheaper plays pumping, right? Like that dollar around the dollar mark. It's been real popular. Like OLB yesterday.
Yeah,
That
so
was
they're
a
the
great
same
trade
thing.
after hours.
OLB and RXT were literally same price, like 30, 40 cents, and at all time at 52-week lows.
Hmm.
And next day getting the partnership, like partnership with PayPal, partnership with Palantir. So
Right.
it's been that kind of a market. But yeah, we'll watch those to start the day. There's a couple guys. I threw down every ticker that I'm looking at. I'll probably keep doing that, over on the YouTube chat. And of course, trade the pull post, the watch list, a formulate as well. But BDMD is a yesterday big play that's popping up right now towards yesterday's highs. Uh, so be mindful of that. And then CMPS, guys, CMPS, cramps, fades. She's trying to wake back up. Lazarus effect.
Which one? Camps?
Yeah, CMPS.
Oh boy. All right. Throw on the watch. Yeah, I'm getting a list together now. So, I mean, SNSE at the bell. See if they're going to continue that one for sure. I mean, up 200%. And
Wait.
then, yeah, I mean, AUUD,
Yeah.
70% up.
Dude,
JDZG, man, that was a mover.
oh man, back to a dollar. Dude,
Yeah, I had that after hours pump yesterday.
on trade the pull stream yesterday with ATOM. Dude, I couldn't help myself. There was this huge ask that popped up, and I was on ATOM. I was like, man, there's this huge ass that just popped up on ATOM. Let's see if it gets eaten up. I was like, oh,
That's
dude,
funny.
I couldn't help
That's
myself.
hilarious. Big
Um,
flip.
yeah, that juvenile humor sometimes can't help myself. ATO, I'm watching it out of the bell here against 573. SNSE, of course, RXT. We got a few guys on watch. SNSE maybe like up down haul. I'm just gonna be mindful of that one out of the
Hmm.
out of the bell here.
Right.
All right, let's see what the market gods are gonna provide us. Yeah, ATOM selling off a bit. SNSE, the wild, wild west.
Wow, the Wiki West.
Man, it's yeah. SNSE, we kind of knew this was going to happen. It's all over the place. RXT pull back and pop right back up over the dollar. ATOM just straight down. Right at this first profit target area, 5-2.
Hmm.
God dang.
You're long those tuna? You're not showing up now. Yeah, so SNSE gave up a few points.
Yeah. Just watching that now against really that 29 level. RXT heading up. 120 and 220 are going to be levels there. BDMD yesterday's play is up towards 1.5. 1.5 is a resistance level on the past chart history.
Mhm.
1.5. See if she can get through that.
Okay.
Cramps is higher. CMPS.
Oh, cramps, yo. Grandpa.
There's a big ask at 850. Now again, that's the level. That's the level here. 8.5 on CMPS. Up through that, it could really bring in some hype. That's why we keep these back, like these previous runners, on our watch list, guys.
Mhm.
CMPS, LFS, both of those were on there. SNSE, monitoring that.
RXT, rowdy, up 170% now. Got another push and bell here. What is that thing pumping on?
RXT,
Yeah.
that was the Palantir collaboration.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that thing's going. Getting rowdy. Testing 120 area.
All right.
So
CM,
SNSE snapping back up a little.
dude, that might go into a halt up. Yeah, watching SNSE carefully here because it's trying to do a red to green move, guys. If it gets some strong volume to push higher, I'll probably enter small long,
Yeah,
real
that
small.
BNAI yesterday was a good fade too.
Yeah, under 20. If she's still under 20, that's not a bad
It's
one.
kind of popped back up again, but let's see. Yeah.
ATOM might be given an entry. It did see the profit taking at 520. It's popped back up towards 5.5.
Mm-hmm. See if anything we're missing.
SNSE getting rejected on that resistance so far. RXT Magic 20 holding up on RXT right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sensei getting a little stuffed right now at that 2850 level. But I mean, we are forming. I'll show you guys a little. See how long this lasts. But we're forming a higher low here off the previous 22 level. Oh, Mulek. Oh my God, is she back in business? Mulek's halted up. Mulecky. Mulecky back in business. Why did I take this? Why did
The
I take
revival effect.
I don't know why I took this one off, but yeah, because this was a play 2 days ago, or on Friday. Yesterday, it just did nothing. Well, today she's waking back up. Again, this is why we keep these past
Mm.
runners on our back burner list just in case they get this hype and attention. Now Mulek is going to be. I mean, it halted on low volume, 30,000, but it could start bringing in some hype.
SNSE back down a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Adam back up to 5.8. Whew. Okay, she's getting some volume. I mean, so it did profit taking to that 5.2 level. Now we're
Mhm.
getting the we're gonna just a day 3. This was the only way a day 3 was gonna happen. It needed to have some profit taking, and now volume's coming back in for a push up. RXT 120 is holding up there.
Mm-hmm.
Camps 85 is holding up there too.
Check on the main market.
SNSE trying to make another higher low here from the previous one. Good morning, Howard. Good morning, Howard. Tuna, yeah, I agree with that. The Jesse Livermore, absolutely. We beat ourselves. Perspective on ourselves. Mulek's going to open up at 10, resume price 1060. I'm seeing 1050, 1060, somewhere in there. It keeps flipping back and forth. 939, 58, 939, 58.
Okay. SNSE not rolling over yet.
Oh,
RXT flagging, kind of cracking down. Bulls need love. Bulls need love soon.
SNSE trying to pop up again. Something's going to happen. It's either going to have a fake out breakout and shoot straight down.
200% up. Yeah, and there's range there.
Here it
Oh,
goes, 29.
are they going to squeeze it? Bears are trapped. Bears have gotten
Halting,
comfortable the last
halting,
couple.
halting.
Yeah, Bears have gotten comfortable the last few days, guys. So, just keep that in mind.
I'm gonna try
All
a
right,
little.
DJ Long. 200% up. Oh, man.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we
Oh,
go.
boy.
Oh boy. Oh, I do not like. Yeah. Hey, take the predictable piece and move on.
Yeah. So, main market, NASDAQ trying to bottom here and pump, guys. A little spike in the main market. Pretty strong little bounce there.
Is this Amex or SNSE? NASDAQ. Okay, so we actually make it an accurate resume price on it. I mean, it was forming a little nice pattern here, just like you
Yeah.
said.
Um,
I
and like,
hate
yeah, you said something's
volume.
going to happen. Typically a halt one way or the other. King of the day up 200% at Bell.
Yeah.
So we'll see what kind of follow through. I mean, it depends how many shorts just got comfortable. Because the last couple of days, what happened? Shorts got comfortable. Like we talked about how the market cycles. Like yesterday, everything rolled over. Main market's been real bearish. Continues to be dumping back all the pump that it just did. So I mean, the main market's weak right now. So shorts
Mulek's
got
about to open up. Sorry,
okay.
Mulek's about to open
Great.
up. Muleki. Oh, at 11? Let's see what Mulek's going to do. Okay, we're going into a 10-minute halt on Mulek. I'm seeing a resume. It's 10.5 right now. It was way on up there. SNSE is resuming. I'm seeing 31, right around 31 right now.
Okay.
All right, so SNSE is going to resume before Mulek. Like SNSE, yeah. Look, you're. I think we're spot on with this. It is forming a higher low. This is actually not a bad looking chart and pattern. The problem is, I think, we discussed this before the market opened. It's like we got to get predictable pieces and move along. I am never comfortable longing
Mhm.
something that's up hundreds of percent ever.
Oh yeah. No.
But if you can just capitalize on a piece and get out, and then look,
Right.
there's gonna be a short that presents itself too, right?
Yeah, be ready to flip your bias. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like know the games, know what time it is, know that all the bulls are buying it up, the manipulation's happening, but look for that pain point, when the script flips or when they start halting it down, like we've seen. Yeah. Just basically like don't overstay, don't overbias, don't oversize. So you can flip when you need to or get out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
100%.
Well, we knew they were going to play around with it. It's the lower flow.
Mm-hmm. Let me make sure I'm logged in on my phone just in case.
Okay. ATOM guys is squeezing up. I mean, it's just these are comfortable shorts. Okay, the idea was take profit at 5.2. We called that. If volume shoots into it, it's invalidated. Just take the rest off.
Mm-hmm.
They're having a day 3 with this. I mean, the unprecedented is becoming precedented. RIME is there's still some range on RIME. She's having trouble at the 2.5s.
Rhymes a little rhymey.
All right, since we got to focus since this thing's going to open up in about 45 seconds. About a point higher. So what I plan on doing is taking half off and seeing if it was just I'll take all of it off if it goes straight down, and then maybe
Mm-hmm.
even flip biases like you said. So,
Right.
all right, 20 seconds. We're going to open at 31.14 is what I'm seeing, about a point higher.
Yeah, they did kind of trap shorts, but I mean, it can chop. It can just trap everyone now.
31.60s I'm seeing now. 31.15. All right, let's see what she's going to do.
Doug, how many shares you got? 32.
I'm just taking it. I'm taking it. I don't
Yeah,
trust it.
I don't either. Time to
I,
flip.
Time to flip if that could have been a bull trap too. So I'm just
I'm gonna take a tiny bit here, short, tiny
short.
position,
Okay.
off the wick right now. Just risking off the wick and put in 32s. So
Oh yeah. You're probably spot on with that.
it can rip though. It can halt up quick, so don't get confident here.
Mulek. Oh my god, Mulek. I'm seeing 1188 resume price, guys. I'm gonna have to turn my attention to Mulek.
Okay.
Just let me know, SNSE. 1190 I'm seeing with Mulek. This chart, there's about to be a high potential here with Mulek if this is accurate.
Okay.
5 seconds, Muleki.
Moulet.
Oh my god.
Is it holding up again?
I don't know. It just opened up about a point higher. It's kind
It's
of
only up 20% on the day. What the? It's so weird. This stock's been a grinder, dude. I mean, it was at 4 a couple days ago. Okay, SNSE getting a little heavy still, bro. It's like kind of just slowly trickling. Can it just roll over though after that spike up, or do they curl it right here?
guys. Mulek is nuts. This spread. Just be careful.
SNSE still behaving.
Atom is going parabolic right now. ATOM. It must be just heavy shorts there that are. I forget what the short interest is, but must be heavy.
SNSE trickling down. 27's printing, guys. 26s are here. Let's see capitulation to 20. No. I mean, depending on how much you got, it's not a bad idea to take some profit here, but this thing might snap. We'll see a halt down and capitulate. We're up 200%.
Yeah, keep me
Bearish
updated on it.
market.
Mulek is starting to hasn't really decided which way she's going yet. RXT I'm seeing is at the magic 20 right now. $1.20. Cramps is up towards 8.5, I see.
RXT is still at one magic 120.
Yeah.
SNSE hanging around 27 now. Are they going to try to curl it back up and revive it? Or is
Oh
it just
my
done?
God. We're about to halt up
Mulek.
Mulek.
Wow. That thing's been on a multi-day trend. Like, what's going on?
Is halting up. Oh boy. Buy high, hope higher.
Yeah.
Apparently
That
we'll
didn't work for the sensors. It's like,
Yeah.
and we know that immediately. It's like, if it doesn't go higher immediately and it stalls, like, look out below. Here we go, guys. 26s, 25s coming. Print it. One more wash. One more wash, and this thing could halt. If it's going to bounce, it's going to probably bounce right here. So careful.
Doug, I'm seeing currently a lower resume on it. That's the price action's so sketch. So yeah, I'm not entirely confident on the Muleki. Well,
Mulek.
it's yeah, it could get Mulek could get wild. I mean, look at this past chart history here. This thing could see 20.
Mm-hmm.
Is the price action right now that I'm seeing on it is kind of indicating that
Damn.
some wild things can happen here. Let's just put it that way.
You took a little bit?
Really small.
Yeah.
I'm not confident on it up here.
Yeah, but like
Honestly,
you said,
I
like get
will.
in and get out, quick scalp.
Yeah, so I think the idea fades is I love what Mulek's doing because when we do get if we go to 20, for example, and we get selling pressure down, like the first snap down, tons of panic, like that's where the money lies.
Yeah. Right,
That's
and it's like you can see that too. Like if you're long playing it just a little bit, you can kind of see when that sentiment flips and you can flip short because you have the
Mhm.
power to do that. Whereas if you're just like a random long buying this, it's like when it pulls, you can't react. You kind of either hold and hope or you cut. But like when you have power with shorts, you can be like, okay, oh yeah, this is short time now. Like,
Yeah,
and
yep.
you see that momentum shift kind of more violently with these plays. So having the power to work both ways is actually really key.
I think so, yeah. RXT,
Well, SNSE guys still giving up. Could be on elevator watch. 25s. Let's go halt her down. So we got a wick
yeah,
at 24,
it
3.
it ended up being a fake out. Oh, Doug, there's a chance you might be sitting kinda pretty over there. I was seeing
Doug's all in.
four oh, no, he's not all in, but, yeah, I'm seeing, like, 14. Dude, I went in small. I can't but, with the bid and ask fluctuating, like, it was like a point and a half difference, dude. There's
Mhm.
no way. I can't do that. So, SNSE, yeah, that ended up being a bull trap on that fake out breakout there, but it didn't snap quick. It's just been kinda bleeding off of that level.
Mhm. SNSE, I'm stalking this thing. Just finger on the trigger.
Honestly, if Mulek comes out like, look, I don't wanna sound crazy greedy, but if Mulek comes out of this halt and just keeps squeezing, let's take a look at the short interest real quick. If it keeps squeezing out on those comfortable shorts that were in it from Friday, we could have a fairly nice squeeze on our hands, in which case I may add to this position. But again, like Fade said, we got to be quick to flip biases depending on the price. Price action is king. I'm seeing a decent resumption price, MULAC, up towards 14.
SNSE, I'm studying this one, guys. Still holding shorts, but looking to probably cover here. It's getting a little bounce at 26. Let's see if it's going to stay heavy.
13.5 now. Yeah, I just probably coming out of it in 30 seconds, MULAC. May flip. We'll just see. I want to see what the price action is going to be here.
Reduced again. Okay.
All right, 5 seconds on MULAC.
SNSE is still heavy, guys.
I took it off. I took MULAC off right there, but
What's going on?
it just opened up.
Yeah, up 40%.
Oh, maybe higher she goes. I'm really.
It's like it still has room to pump. It's like,
Yeah, it does. I really want the down. So I want this really to go up into a couple more halts. In which case,
SNSE, guys. SNSE getting real heavy here. Key level. Let's go.
let me know if it's.
Let's go. 23s are here. Who got that top wick short at 30s with me?
Let's go, Fades. Is
Oh,
it
hold them down,
halting?
guys. Hold them down. Hold them down. Halt down into the. Careful, it could be trappy here, but I mean, it's probably good for a little lower. Damn.
All right, MULAC. Taking a look there now.
All right. Is MULAC gonna halt? It had a big wash.
It's kind of doing what it did out of the last halt, which is yeah, Doug, I'm right there with you on that too. SNSE. MULAC, I will say I'm probably going to be heavier into selling pressure down if I see that. That's what I'm really looking for here.
Yeah, there's a gap at 10.50 that might want to fill. Yeah, and 14 rejection so far, but like you said, it's like the bull case is there too for continued pump. It's been sustaining pumps and pulling back and pumping higher.
Mm-hmm.
So tricky. SNSE, what we got for the resumption? How's it looking?
Oh, resumptions 18.
Is it?
I'm just kidding. Now, sorry. God dang it.
Mm.
I shouldn't have done that to you. 23. You are getting 50 cents lower. $1, Bob.
Yeah, so main market flopping around, but kind of trying to bounce here.
RXT higher.
Copy. Yeah, RXT is king of the day. SNSC has been dethroned. But again, don't get surprised when SNSC like rips back up somehow. Because like anything can happen with these plays. But the market we're in, things have been rolling over a little more. So SNSC, we could see 18. 18 might be coming soon.
MULAC, a lot of selling pressure down.
Yeah. Yeah, that rejected hard off 14. Damn.
Dude, I can't with the price action on it. It is. Whew.
Yeah, it's not up enough to really want to short, even though it's been pumping. I don't know. It's just kind of like this gray zone for me.
ATOM's bleeding out, guys. I mean, I could see this ATOM being it just pop up, trap shorts, traps longs. Now it kind of is heavy enough to even go back to red on the day. ATOM, I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
RIME has been gearing up too.
Has it? Getting rhymey?
Mm-hmm. Ben
Little
F was a pre-market play that's doing a little red to green move.
Yeah, that OLB yesterday was beautiful. That little piglet. And that's been kind of like the stress-free theme for me. Is like some of these plays just let them breathe throughout the day, like the
Mhm.
RXT, right? And then come in after hours or around like 3 o'clock RXT and see if it's still pumping.
Did you get it?
Um, which one?
OLB? OLB?
Oh, I shorted OLB after hours. Yeah, I shorted
Oh,
that
heck
pump.
yeah. Nice.
Yeah, it's like they usually go. So OLB, what did it? Yeah, it kind of
Sensei
started topping out at 3 o'clock, right? It topped at 3.
Sensei's gonna
Uh,
open up soon, just FYI.
and
Oh,
Mulek just reclaimed all that and is going higher. Sensei's opening,
yeah, in 30 seconds.
and yeah, Mulek just reclaimed all that and is going higher. So I didn't want to short it. It's just even though the chart is zooming out looks like it's got range, it's like daily range. It's like,
All right, Mulek, let's see what we got.
looks like holding
Mulek.
up, halted up to new highs. Damn. Oh, there we go. I just covered half because I was in big.
Wow, lower we go.
Yeah, but careful, bro. This thing can flip
Yeah,
back.
I took it. I took it.
Yeah, I got out at I don't even know where my fill was at. I
Mulek,
pulled
I'm
left and I was
really happy about Mulek
out.
higher
Somehow I
because
flipped long on accident. Wait, that might not be a bad idea.
you flipped long on it.
I didn't mean to, but now that I did, I'm gonna hold a little bit and see.
Yeah,
Watching this
Doug.
23
Doug, I'm there with you on that.
junkie fill.
Mulek, I'm with that again, but again, I want to. Mulek is going to provide a nice sell-off opportunity, which I'm excited about.
You got that halt up?
Yeah, just a little piece.
Yeah, I got filled in the 22s on that cover 22.9, 22.47, and 22.75.
Because
So you
Mulek
got to
could have
be
a
real
sell-off.
quick with those halts, guys. I mean, got to be quick. Especially with trade the pool, it can be tricky because the spreads are wonky. So it's like you got to really dial in.
Ben
So
F did a little red to green move, and
you
4.8 is
back
kind of that
halt.
level. Yeah, Mulek. Mulek's going to have most of my attention probably for a little while
Did you
because
get the dip or did you just chase the halt?
I saw it going. It was getting the momentum to go into another halt up, and
Yeah. Dude,
I
that
took it.
dip was quick, man. Damn. Like it looked like it was going to start retracing and then boom. Yeah. So now, yeah, now it feels like it has a little bit more range on the upside after that, right? It's like,
Yeah,
what are the odds? Trap it here and just wash it.
I'm seeing a 1476 resume at the moment on it.
Right. It's like you're probably good for a quick little scalp, the halt scalp strategy, essentially. So SNSE, I should have held my long that I accidentally bought. It's kind of grinding back up a little bit. Yeah. So main market Nasdaq has kind of trending up right now, trying to recover some here. What are you guys looking at?
Finally back in the green on this funded. I took a dip when I scaled it. Got the green back.
Good work, Doug. Ooh. Yeah. So see what else sets up for us. Yeah, Mulek. I kind of wish I would have bought that dip. I probably would have smacked it a little into the halt too, but I was focused on SNSE. I was pretty big size on that short down. So
Yeah, it's all good.
um,
8 this you don't miss don't yeah, it's Mulek's gonna provide a good op. So, that's I'm gonna be kinda laser focused on it. ATOM is looking heavy, even now against 620. I do like this one. It appears to me like it could go back kinda red on the day, so
okay, let's see.
alright, Mulek's gonna open up in just a little bit. It's not gonna have a nice it doesn't look like it's gapping up.
Yeah, the ATOM's been on a weird grindy trend. Kind of like Mulek, same song and dance, multi-day grinder theme. RXT, I
Oh,
mean, I got to keep that on watch too. You know, it's the king of the day, so I'll just kind of be focused there and watching that price action.
yeah, lower.
That's the one with the Palantir thing, yeah. So that makes sense that that's taken over. And
Out.
honestly, with that kind of news, yeah.
Mulek's gonna be opening up quite a bit lower, guys. Be prepared to reverse.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Oh my god. Be prepared to. What the hell's going on? All right. Let's see if they're faking or. So it ended right there. What are you thinking?
I'm just waiting for the selling pressure, and I'm gonna smack it. But it's gotta be heavy selling pressure. I honestly, I wouldn't mind another halt up or 2, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's tricky right here.
yeah, the long hauls are sketch. I think I'm good on those.
Mm-hmm. And it's been in that multi-day kind of grindy trend. So see if they continue to squeeze out or not. Yeah, it's kind of tricky, trappy right here,
I may
both ways.
start a small even short on it here soon and just
But if
but
the
don't
volume's dying and they fake halted it up, right? It's like, are they going to squeeze it here or is it going to wash? Very interesting play here right now, guys.
yeah, monitoring it carefully, but it is stair-steppy-ish. They might squeeze it up again.
Mm-hmm.
I
Remember the
won't
ranges. I mean, there's a gap in the tens on the day,
Mhm.
but it's been a multi-day grinder, so they continue that squeeze theme. So a little tricky one. It's like a little pump. It's tricky.
Tricky name. Eyeballing it carefully here.
And the spread doesn't help, you know, if like a 50-cent spread doesn't
No, it doesn't.
welcome trying to trade it and scalp it whatsoever.
When it does see that flush, it can get nasty real quick.
RXT. I wonder if that thing's gonna just grind all day.
It can get nasty real quick. Nasty real quick. Let's see.
Yeah. We coming for that gap fill?
I already started at short, but I'm gonna take it off if it pushes towards 15. I'm gonna size
The
into it.
spread's just ugly.
Yeah, it's really nasty
It's one of
spread.
those that really just get trapped up in the spread, really. Takes a lot of the edge away.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately.
Yeah, ain't lying.
A little heavier here, guys. Might be good for a point or two short. Just careful with it. Like I said, there's a gap at 10.5 if they really want to dump it. But remember, this isn't a pump and dump chart. It's been grinding. So that's the sketchy thing. Not as convicted on shorts. It's up 40% on the day. It could just be finding a newer low, higher low right here. So just careful. Yeah, 70-cent spread. It's like, how can it's just untradeable, guys, to be honest. I mean, don't kid yourself. 70-cent spread on trade the pool. That's just gross.
Yeah, very.
Mm.
You
You
lose
mean
a
you
lot.
can build a position and like with a big day picture, but trying to like trade it, it's like one of those where you got to hold it. Like you can't trade a 70-cent spread. It's not tradable. Like you got to build a position and wait. And then that can be sketchy too. That turns into holding and hoping. So just know what you're dealing with.
Yeah, she keeps kind of stabilizing. It's not giving
Mhm.
it up quick.
RXT just cracked a little bit, guys. A little bit of selling pressure just showed up there.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna pump, dude.
It's gonna keep pumping. Which isn't a terrible thing. Again.
What's that?
It's not a terrible thing though.
Mm-mm. Have to ride it long for another couple points and then short it.
Right.
So RXT back at the 120, guys.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take it off for now and I'm
Yeah,
gonna
the buyers are stepping in there.
I don't trust the long up here though. It looks like it's gonna halt up again, potentially. I'm kicking back for the short. Yeah, RXT is looking heavy now off of that wick. ATOM doesn't look terrible, and Sensei still kind of trickling out.
Yeah, is it halting up? Halting up, guys. Wait, no,
Oh,
fake halt. Fake
yeah, I could
halt.
see 20. Yeah, Mulet could see 20 for sure.
Yeah, this thing's getting rowdy. Yeah, I had that feel like it wasn't quite done. It formed that higher low like I talked about. And then it's
Mm-hmm.
got up and get it up and got ever since then. Pumpaholics.
Pumpaholics Anonymous.
Solid and into 16 bidders are still showing up, guys. 16s are here. 16s, mid 16s. 16, holding up, Mulek, holding up. Yeah, looks like it's real. I did flip
Nope,
long.
nope, nope, nope,
They
nope.
call, I flipped long at like the 14 range, 14 something. But I'm probably gonna. I just got a little bit left now.
It might halt up for real this time.
It was a
Normally,
fake halt. It's going high. It's 17s now. It's printing higher than they fake halted it up. Must have been a wall that got smashed. Um, taking another piece off.
it's trying to real halt up this time. Trying, maybe.
Looks like it could be real. It's up 70% now, dude. This thing turned into the king of the day. We just watched it turn into the king of the day. Yeah, and again, guys, it's like you got to be ready to flip bias. Like when we have that power with trade the pool, like utilize that. You know, you get stuck like in your emotions and your thesis, and like that's where you die as a penny trader.
Yeah, yeah. Let the ego set it aside. SNSE found a 22 bottom there too.
Mm-hmm. It did. Let's take a look at the leading losers. Just a bunch of dollar plays. So RXT at that magic 120 at the 5-minute VWAP right here. Take a look at the main market. So main market's pumped a little bit today. A little bit of recovery. A strong recovery, really, after bloodbath.
Yeah, Ben F still holding 4/8 traders. RXT, where are we going with that Palantir partnership? It's cleared 1-2 now. 1-5 I'm seeing kind of tough. It's crossing the 200 day, which is 120 is the 200 day.
Mm.
Yeah, CMPS there still is at highs today too. CMPS, this thing could take off.
CNVS?
P camps.
Oh, camps. What was that? What did they do? The news is Fiverr, Palo Alto, Fiverr International. Uh, Moulet.
ATOM, I like this chart quite a bit. I may get start on a
Adam,
short there. Yeah. Mulek's going to open up. Dude, you might get a decent gap on it.
what's it look like?
1780 right now.
Okay. Probably peel off the rest of it. I'm not going to overstay here, but yeah, I mean, RXT strong reaction off that VWAP, guys. Higher. Main market pumping, grinding higher.
Yeah, Mulek gonna be eyeballing her real carefully out of this haul. Adam, I'm gonna go ahead and start ATOM. They might actually be taking my orders. I threw it out there and smacked the bid a little bit. 6.
Adam.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and just. I like that chart against the highs. I just.
Mm-hmm. The fact that it's a multi-day grinder, ooh, and that big spike, that spike sketches me out. There's two big green candles, the 5 minute chart. It's like I don't know, but
Mulek
it's a
into
clear risk
the
level.
30 seconds for Muleki.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, so we'll see because they faked us last time with the haul, accumulated shorts, and then ripped it. Yeah, oftentimes it's like if you can just be able to flip your bias, like, but it sounds easier than it is, right? Like,
It's open.
right. I took half off, and took 2/3 off. So it did the same thing, right? It like barely higher and then kind of gets stuck here. Higher. It was a good trade. I'm not going to overstay. I mean, can it go to 20, 25? Sure, but just letting a runner, leaving a runner,
Mm-hmm.
leaving leftovers like we talk about, and especially on a long, right? It's like those are the ones where you really want to leave a leftover. So, oh, I accidentally sold. Okay, let me take a position back and then stop 16.
Just waiting, guys. Having I did take a couple like prediction small shorts that I lost on, but I'm cash right now, just waiting on Mulek.
Yeah, so I got out at a little over 17 for the most part. But I have a tiny runner on just to let it go. It's like it's so RXT trying to test new highs, grinding. Oh, SNSE kind of found base there too.
Oh my god, 20's incoming, dude.
Oh shit, is it halting?
It's about to.
Damn. All right. Well, I took 25 more shares. I got 50 shares still.
Adam's cooperating right now, so I'm
Okay. Yeah.
thinking about leaning it.
Yeah, it's like if that could be the final bull trap before they switch the script, right? It's like it's kind of like a low risk, high reward, essentially. Yeah, low risk, high reward play at this point. Yeah, I mean, I see the RR. I see it.
You see it?
It's
All right.
it's just yeah.
Yeah, Adam, I like the ATOM.
580 to 6 here. See how that range reacts. Like if it just busts down through that channel or if it churns.
19 to hit. So most traders are expecting 20. Let's see if that expectation becomes a reality.
I'm all out on Mulek myself.
Yeah.
I'm cutting it. Yeah, I took everything. I got chopped around a little bit, and I flipped bias and got back. So I'm just, yeah, like I said, the spreads are a little more favorable now. But when we were trading at $12, $13, guys, and you got a 50-cent spread, like don't even trade it. Like you're leaking too much edge. Like trading's hard enough. Like when you're battling a spread that bad, like just don't even fight it. Like don't even try it. in my opinion. Because like you just can't manage risk, right? How do you manage risk in a 70-cent spread? That's like 4% of the whole price just in the spread, bro. Like that's crazy. Like that's
Mhm.
like fathomably bad. So yeah, don't get caught in trading that stuff, guys. Honestly.
Just watching and waiting right now for Mulek.
50-cent spread. See, that's the thing. Even with all this volume, showing a 50-cent spread, like, come on, guys.
Not one halt down yet, which is kind of good for the shorts. Like once we get that, it's probably just gonna open a decent chunk lower, I would think.
So yeah, just kind of a few solid trades this morning, but not seeing anything else screaming now. Yeah, Mulek now it has more range for sure. Um, yeah, that might have been the short at 19 back down, to be honest. Like even right now, like getting back in short was tempting, but I'm good and green. I don't like the way the spreads play on this name. It's hard to manage my risk. Like sometimes they look good and tight, and then there'll be like a 50-cent difference. I don't like that. So I'm kind of probably gonna step away from this trade. It's like build a position and let it ride. You're good.
Mhm.
But trying to scalp it can be really dangerous. Yeah, it looks like that short off 18, 19 was good in hindsight. Oh, right around when I got the feeling to get out long, I should have just flipped back short, right? It's like
Yeah, oftentimes that's the case, isn't it? Like this
exactly,
is
and I would have been in the green again, like riding it both ways. And if you're small, small enough size and level-headed enough, you can do that. But it's a fine line.
really I was fine and green until I took a couple prediction shorts, just slightly red right now. But I Mulek's gonna Mulek's gonna get it back. You just gotta wait, like let the Bulls and Bears have their fun.
Hmm. Yeah, it's like there's always going to be an opportunity. So just like being early is just as bad as being wrong, right? Like that's a good one to just hold on to.
I
Like,
like that, yeah. Yeah, because starting positions, that's how oftentimes it would be for me. I'm like, you take pretty much a wrong position knowing this has room higher, but, oh, it's just a small starter feeler.
mhm.
It's a lazy. Being early is being wrong. I like that.
Yeah. And then, there's that argument like just put a little bit on to kind of like have your eyes watching it. Like that's good too. It's like there's an argument for both, right? It's like having a tiny position so you're aware of the stock and you can kind of see it fluctuate and kind of feel out what it's doing and then add to it. But if
Mm,
you cross that line where you're just getting sloppy and lazy with entries or like, oh, let me go ahead and add, especially as shorts where like when we see something pumping, it's like you see a Chinese ticker pumping, you're like, okay, I know how this ends. Let me just start adding to it. It's like that's where trouble starts, right? Stuff like that.
yeah.
And the past couple of days, shorts got a little comfortable, right? Uh, Again, the cycle's quick. The cycles happen fast. And today we're seeing a couple, bigger squeezes. RXT continuation. And SNSE had multi 100% move. Mulek, right? Stubborn shorts just kept getting squeezed there. So
Yeah, RXT, what were we seeing on that? I mean, 1.5's the next level on it. And look, it's again these like manipulation moves where it looks weak, it cracks, and then it just they need to accumulate shorts. That's how you get a nice squeeze on plays. You gotta have good shorts involved to get a really
Mhm.
nice squeeze on them. So that's the game they play.
Yeah.
ATOM popping up higher, so it's bids are stacking up there again for a day 3 move.
But yeah, I mean, and that's like, it all comes back down to sizing once again, because like, if you size small, you have the right to be a little early, right? But if you're oversized, you don't have any, you better show up right on time, like not a second later, not a second sooner. Because if you're too oversized, and you're not perfect, then you get annihilated. So that's why we size small, so that it's okay to show up early or show up a little late, right? And you're still good. Like you're still going to be accepted in, right? Like that's
Yeah,
kind of a way to look at it too. Like,
as long as yeah, keep that mental clarity. So still watching
yeah,
the move.
it's just so painful, like being almost there but not there, right? Like,
Yeah.
you're just so close, you just get top ticked, you hit max loss right at the top of the pain candle, right? And it seems like it happens like more often than we think, like more often than we'd admit. And it just all comes back down to over ambition, right? Like you're chasing that profit target, you're chasing that payout, you're chasing that dollar amount that you're fantasizing that you want to make on the day, right? Like yeah, it's just a constant battle with like the human emotions, right? The greed, the fear.
Mhm.
Like it comes back down to that really. Like,
All right, Mulek at a interesting level here. 17 keeps testing
yeah,
fades.
it's been a stair-steppy nature, like, but it's kind
Deep.
of overextended now, it feels. So top wick on the 5 minute, 17 fives. Main market had a big pump, kind of slowing down a little bit here, consolidating as well. What do we got out there, guys? What's been the best trades of the day and the worst ones?
All right, Mulek looking heavy-ish.
Are you involved?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Still waiting for
16.
confirmation.
Yeah, watching the 16s here heavy.
Could be another trap for a run up, so that's why I'm
Yeah,
just
exactly.
sitting on the sidelines.
Right. Yeah, it's like, what's the theme been? What's the trend? And if you look back, that thing's been squeezing shorts for days now. So just, keep that in mind. I tried to get involved short. I got squeezed a little bit and I just flipped long. I said, hell with this. Got my money, got my money back and got out.
Hell with this. Give me my money back. Fine. Fine, you're right.
It's funny.
Yeah, I still think there's just a really nice opportunity here. So I'm just lying in the darkness here, waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
That'll probably be it though. Probably on the. I mean, RXT 1.5's decent. Uh, so kind of my RXT could set up like old, like yesterday OLB, where maybe it grinds all day and then after hours, you see some profit taking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'll be looking for that same kind of theme. Show back up at 3:30. Um, I just hate how they liquidate us at 350. That can really screw us up because we see a lot of movement at like 3 to 4 o'clock. And when you're holding those cheaper plays, sometimes that liquidation can like ruin you on the 10-cent rule and stuff. So that's kind of
Mhm.
annoying. But that is the trend, guys. Typically around 3, 4 o'clock, like it's a good time to step in for afternoon short session. Like that's been proven. for years now. I mean, that's been back tested for literally years because it's just like human nature, right? Like the buyers stop, like people start taking profits, selling, like next day is here. So just a trend to keep note of.
Hmm.
And like what I like to do is trade into the after hour session until like 6 or so. I've noticed about halfway through the after hour session, there's a turnover point. And what happens is like grinders will reveal themselves, right? Like into the next day, the grinders will start to reveal themselves. And then if plays are going to roll over, typically they'll already start to roll over or have rolled over. So I find that yeah, if you're looking for like an afternoon period, especially to short, like 3 or 4 to like 6, this is kind of like that golden zone for me for afternoon trading because you get a lot of fresh 4 o'clock pump and dumps like I talk about on the scanner, and you can just it shows up right there on the Weeble scanner. You'll see those top gainers just show up real quick, and about half of them will almost round trip what they give, what they pump. Um,
Yeah.
Doesn't happen every day, but it's a constant pattern that you'll see. It's like that 4 o'clock algorithm, and it can happen. The full round trip can happen in 5 or 10 minutes. I mean, it can happen like hyper speed. So you got to be dialed in. Um, I actually use Thinkorswim when I'm really dialed in like that because of the price is more true, and I can really see like the order flow and the what's actually going on to make my decision on the trade because it's like it happens real quick at that hour.
Something's about to happen here. I'm like 17's the levels having trouble getting through, and it's on a yeah, it's in a consolidation pattern here, so it needs to get up over 17 here soon, or what looks like a little bit of a bear flag here is going to end up cracking.
Hmm.
Nail Carter, good work on RXT. Yeah, good to see you in here too. Nail Carter's been around for a while. Um, yeah, going well. Just gotta sometimes you get frustrated with the conditions. Like we had a couple days that were just amazing, and then over the last week's been kind of just meh conditions based on what I'm looking for, but it's been pretty good. I've just been like, I had a really good week, and then the next week was slightly, just it was just up and down, slightly red, but that you got to just trade the market, that you
Hmm.
have. So it goes back to that quote I say where you just don't force the market you want, you force the market. You just trade the market that is essentially.
Yeah, right. Like show up and what presents itself. Do your homework, have the bird's eye view, and
But
just
yeah, SNSE is creeping back up towards 26, 27, 26.5, 27.
yeah, it is. It is.
What they're gonna revive her. It looks like she's crossing 20. Mulek is about to crack or something here.
Yeah, Mulek is down, cracking a little bit, and it's got range, man. Damn it, this thing's tempting. Uh,
Oh man, we might halt up on SNSE.
Yeah, we might. I think we. Wow.
Mulek's still trappy. The fact that it's like cracks and then now consolidating again, that could head towards that 20 today. So I'll probably just be, hanging out, monitoring some of these couple of these plays moving forward throughout the day.
Yeah. If anything screams, guys, alert it. Yeah.
Yeah, but outside of that, yeah, join the Discord if you haven't already, guys. We'll try to keep you tuned into what's going on. Mulek's definitely a little
Creepy crawler.
creepy. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Yeah,
Creepy sprawler. A creepy sprawler or a creepy baller.
creepy baller.
It's gonna ball out and pump or sprawl out on the floor. It's not really a crawler, it's a baller or a sprawler.
Oh man, that's too funny. This thing looks like it may try to squeeze up through the highs. All right.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, we had a big move in the main market. It looked like we were about to capitulate, and then we pumped Nasdaq's up like 1% on the day. So big recovery day for the overall market. So we'll see. Yeah, see what happens next.
Appreciate you, Mr. Fade.
Yeah, man. Another day, another dollar.
Another dollar lost. No.
That
Yeah,
was a
well,
solid trade day for me, Pennyland, today.
yeah, it was.
We had a couple good trades.
Couple good trades. Mulek, yeah, that was decent. Then SNSE, good work that on that. You just faded that thing. Perfect. You got
Yeah,
the perfect fade on that thing.
yeah, that top wick, that fake halt. Trader analysis there, really just everything, but
Charlie B ENF. Okay. We were taking a look there. Mulek's higher. Yeah, B and F against 5-2. 5-2 is good. Yep. Magic 2 there. Yeah, Doug, I'm there with you. A little frustrated, a little bored, it's like you got to recognize those those emotions. The emotions never go away. You really learn how to like train yourself to react to them properly. You know what they're telling you, like, oh, I want to trade, so then I probably shouldn't trade, or I'm looking for a trade, boredom trade, so yeah, just size down or walk away. Mulek's gonna head for that 20, I think, guys. Over the highs here, it probably wants 20.
Oh, all right, brother. I'm gonna hop off. Viv's blowing me up. She's got something going on, so I'm gonna
Yeah, you good,
go
man.
ahead and
Yeah,
step away now.
I appreciate your fades. Thanks for
All
jumping
right,
in
man.
here. Good work.
Yeah. See you guys soon. Later.
Peace.
Hey.
All right, traders, I'll stick around with you for a little bit. I'll stick around because I don't want to miss. Got the FOMO. Don't want to miss anything. Don't want to miss anything with what's going on here. It looked like it was just another trap here. Look, crack lower under 16, accumulate shorts. This has just been the market we've been in. Good alert, Charlie. Oh yeah, here we go. We might halt up. Mulek up towards 20. Man, look at this chart, Doug. You got it kind of volume kind of it's the volume can be tricky, right? You have the volume kind of fading, it cracks under, and then just volume ramp. And that's when immediately you get out. But did it just trap longs now? And now it's gonna head, into a straight down haul. They're just tricky trades, this market sometimes. The halt, what do you mean the halt down? Oh, as far as where it would halt down is at 1634. Okay. That's good. That's a good reference point to know. Like if you should even get in just a little, you can get in slightly earlier, even if it's like within a second, knowing that what that halt price is. What it's just like the 10, 5, it would be what percentage is that? Does it need to move? It's like 10, 15, 20% within. SNSE, yeah, she's gearing up towards 30. Good alert, Charlie. Really, SNSE, MLEC, just keeping an eye on both of those right now. MIMLEC might have been a fake out breakout towards the 20, guys. It's feeling kind of heavy here. Let's see what she's going to do. I got to stop with any prediction trades. Just let the trades kind of reveal themselves. What's going to happen here? Because that's where I can get in trouble. RXT going sideways here. 1.5 was tough on the past chart history. If I was trading RXT, it would probably be slow short scale to like 1.7s, 1.8s. Man, ATOM ended up stopping out of that with a little bit of a top tick. I sized it because it was working, and then had to bring the stop down a little bit because I oversized it some. All right, MLEC down, guys. It's maybe heading for that down halt. What'd you say, 1634? Did they get their supply is the question. Because we could play it off of the highs there now. She's slowing down. It's getting close to that level. Still above VWAP. Yeah, this feels like she's about to capitulate down. Almost like a bull trap over the highs there for that 20 plus run. That's where the largest amount of volume was in on it. I see RIME hitting the scans. Let's take a look at RIME. RIME waking up a little bit. Okay. Probably 3.5 is good there. SNSE still trying to fight the 30. And RXT kind of doing what it did earlier, RXT, where it cracks lower. Now let's see if that's where they start accumulating more shares on that for the next run up. That's what I'd be interested in watching for RXT. Man, MULEC is just lower and lower and lower here. SNSE approaching 30 still again. It keeps knocking on 30's door, guys. SNSE. MULEC, it just looks like they got the liquidity they were after. And it looks on the verge of just absolute capitulation. It hasn't halted down once today, just FYI. It hasn't halted down once yet. I don't really like the slow sell off into a halt down if that's what happens, because then we're already off like 4 points off the highs. Would like it to be quick. We'll see. Trying to get a little bounce there. Watching it closely, but it's right there on the VWAP, right? So it's trying to bounce off, trying to hold that level. But look at this pattern here. I mean, this is them taking stop. That's where the liquidity is. If you look at the volume, where stops are going to be at are over the highs. Where bulls are going to get trapped is over the highs for that 20 push. So I like that. I like that level as really a risk guide now on this setup. It's fighting that VWAP though, as Doug's saying. It's been a slow sell off. It hasn't been. We haven't got that full panic or max pain, as Money Mitch would say, the max pain. That's what we'd be looking for, max pain on it for capitulation. SNSE is, look at this. So SNSE has been in a decent uptrend back up towards 30. So I am monitoring that closely too. But Mulek's lost all life. It appears. Not a lot of life left in this. I was looking for this sell-off halt down short, Doug, but we've just kind of slowly bled 4 points. So that's a little concern with it. RXT kind of doing what I was referencing earlier. We crack the DT and then accumulate shares for the next run up. RIME is still RIME is still higher. What is going on with RIME? That thing sold off just a little dead cat bounce, maybe, perhaps on RIME. That's a large dead cat bounce. Thing's up nearly a point on the day. RIME trying to curl back around. Previous close is 3.5. So monitor that on RIME. Mr. Florida Joe in the building. Joe, how are we this morning? Mulek under VWAP now. Mulek under VWAP. Are we gonna just absolutely capitulate? Joe, what do you think? We got the liquidity on it up through the highs, and now she's just kind of bled off. Joe, you busy over there, Joe? You want to hop in here? You're probably busy in the background. Florida Joe runs the operations over there. I trade the pool. Ben F and ATOM. ATOM, yeah, day 3. Wow. Look, it bounced perfectly off the 5.2s. I'd be curious to know your trades on it. 520 Magic 20 held up on Ben F. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, good work. I've just taken a couple tried to short small Mulek a little bit on that move up. Took a couple little losses. I'm just waiting, Mr. Joe, for this capitulation on Mulek, when and if it's going to happen. And then outside of that, SNSE testing the 30, and that's having trouble at the 30. Ben F could be a decent bleed off of that 5.2 that you were looking at, Joe. All right, here's Mulek down to the 15.5s now. The spread's so nasty on this thing. ATM got top tick 673 short covered. Oh, you got the top. You didn't you top ticked your short. Wow, excellent, amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. That's a great trade right there. Yeah, just wasn't really I took a little comfortable short on it and it oversized it and then took a stop on it. But really, like that ATOM day 3 move, that's a great short because come on, is it seriously going to sustain 3 massive green days like that? I think that's an excellent idea, taking that euphoric short on day 3 like that. All right. Florida Joe, I know you're busy. I sent you the link over on the WhatsApp if you want to jump in for a few minutes. If not, no worries. Guys, I'm going to, let's see, I'm like, Ben F. Yeah, Ben F. still heavy against 5-2. RIME is still trending higher on a decent trend right there. We'll review some of these tickers. I'm going to hit the head. I'll be right back. Okay. All right. All right. I didn't miss anything, did I? Fantasy order. I like that. Man, Moonlight guys, dying off under this VWAP. Let's see. Joe, you're good. Yeah, yeah, no worries. No, you got stuff going on in the background. No worries. Good trades today. All right, Ben F looking good. Heavy against 5-2s. Back under this line now that we broke up through 4-8, kind of that level. I'm gonna miss this halt down on Mulak if this thing just panics down. If I'm not watching it. All right. SNSE 30's giving it trouble. Here's the line to be watching SNSE. Kind of cracked it a little bit. It's such a tiny float. You got to be careful with this thing because they'll be trappy. They'll be very trappy, similar to RXT, which that was the idea here too. It's RXT's got a little. So I had it starting to form a different trend, huh? You can tell right here. This is what I want you to pay attention to with RXT. We crack that. Shorts get comfy. Longs pop it back on up. And we just did that again, though. We just did that again. So it's just pattern recognition on these tickers where it looks heavy, cracks, longs, scoop it back up. Maybe we get the next leg higher again. All right. So obviously, it's a good descending triangle to short, right? But that's where the shorts are to squeeze it on out. RXT already has a 10% short interest on it. Cramps unable to break up and through that 8.5 level. Pretty much double topped up here, 8.9. Giving a lot of that back right now. OLB 1-2 has been heavy there. Adam still, yes, day 3 and still in play. Day 3 and still in play. Here's your line on ATOM. Cracking under, pretty much under 6. It starts looking real good. Under 6 on ATOM. And then RIME. We got to look at RIME because this thing's... Yeah, RIME's in a steep trend up. Here's the 5-minute time frame for RIME, which is in a very steep uptrend. I think there's probably a good trade here on RIME. One-minute time frame. It's fairly steep here. RIME $3 to 2.8. And you have a lot of longs that are looking for an exit here. So it's a tempting short in this range. It would be an insane recovery on RIME. I'm going to take a short RIME. I'm convincing myself. I like it. I think maybe even hit it again 3.5. I'll put an order out. I'm going to hit it again 3.5 and then put a stop on it. 3.51. Get a little bit more. Get a little bit more in the 3.5s. That's my idea. And then... Oh, here it goes. Selling off right now. Maybe I scale into it on this. There's been so many manipulation plays. It's just hard. It's hard to track these things with the manipulation we're seeing. Let's take a look. Okay, on the 1-minute time frame, it's on this bottom trend right now. RIME. Again, a lot of longs are looking for an exit on this play. I mean, I do like the slow scale approach to it, but I might, on the 5-minute time frame, we're right back on this line. Might be decent just to scale it a little bit here. I could see this being a decent play, like a decent hold throughout the day. So here's what I'm going to do. RIME right here on this trend. I'm going to place a... Shit, it doesn't matter what I'm about to do. This thing's just cracking. And Mulek heavy on the 15. I need to get my order set for RIME, but monitoring MLEC too, because that 15 crack could send that into a halt. All right, here's what I'm doing for RIME. I'm going to put another sell order. At 3.5. And then I'm going to put a stop at like 3.61, something random. For because that's cracking trend right now. I could see it. I could see that thing getting heavy and starting to pull back down. All right, B and F working right now. Let's take a look. Okay, it's bouncing off of the 4.7s. I think something's going to be in play today, Joe. What do you think? It's been kind of like, we had RXT, MLEC. I think come lunch hours, we're going to have something else popping on off. Like maybe SNSE. They got to do their whole accumulation of shorts, get them comfy before they squeeze them on out. RXT still 1.15's going to be tough there, but of course, it's got the partnership with Palantir, and then 2.2 is what I'm seeing after that. SNSE is kind of like a little creepy crawler, creepy baller, as Fades would say. Yeah, look at this pattern she's in right now. Cracked the main trend, formed another new trend, holding VWAP right now. It's kind of eerily quiet. And again, this is like a 850,000 float ticker. She could get wound on up there. So we got to keep her on watch too. Yeah, SNSE is kind of creepy little crawler. Here she goes, back up towards 29. Now, again, that 30 over under. We got to hold 30 for that next leg up. Is what I'm eyeballing on it. RIME lower, down towards 3. SNSE gearing up towards 30. Crow, what's going on? How's your morning been? Crow in the building. You guys know we're in for something good here, in for a treat. Crow, give us those hot stock picks. Crow's monthly hot stock picks, 10 easy payments, $19.99. Let's get it. Man, I just don't see the edge, guys. This is like the same thing I had yesterday for several hours. It just gets frustrating. The crow's nest. Oh, I love it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The crow. So what was the crow nest? What do we have on the crow's nest this morning? Man, I want something. Spy higher. Spy's at highs right now. Donald Trump Jr. says prediction markets are very important. It was needed to fix a broken system. Okay. To lead the way in crypto, to lead the way to finance in the future. All right. MLEC up through VWAP. Again, has not given much up. SNSE, MLEC, those are the main watches. RXT, of course, on watch 2. Those 3 definitely. Because RXT is kind of stabilizing here. Crow. I don't know if you were watching it. Mr. Carlo, he said he made some money on RXT this morning. I don't know if you guys saw that. So Carlo's trading as well. No, he's working a lot too, but Mr. Carlo doing some nice trading in the background. Love it. All right, SNSE attempted 30 again. Still hasn't quite got it yet. And MLEC, wow, this could be the squeeze of the century if this thing gets volume, reclaims the highs. RXT is not really getting the loving. I mean, it's still holding up. This kind of stair-steppy, so it's not really a trade for me. I got to see the euphoria. And ATOM still grinding. Again, must be a lot of shorts there, just having trouble. Speaking of big shorts and trouble, did you guys see Elon Musk? He was I know him and SNSE just dropped off of the 30 test. It's unable to break SNSE. All right, 29 and 30 holding up there. It's kind of cracking a little bit of a trend line here that she's been on. Yeah, speaking of big shorts, so yeah, I saw, of course, Musk and Gates, they don't like each other for various reasons we probably can't get into on the channel, but it's yeah, Musk was speculating. He doesn't know for certain. Maybe he does, but he just has to say that. I'm speculating like that Gates has been short Tesla for a really long time. He's like, I'm pretty sure he has a huge short stake uh against the company, and it's been there forever, to the point where he's like, he's probably minus hundreds of millions of dollars. So, isn't that, if that's true, isn't that crazy? Like one of the richest people in the world could get margin called. You just no plan. Hey, it happens to even the ones with the most money out there. They feel invincible and get the old margin call. If that story is true, I mean that's RXT 130 cracking a little bit. FIG, yeah, FIG's been on a good uptrend here. Good uptrend. You just riding that with the overall market. All right, Mulek back down towards 15. Oh, we're halting down. Mulek's halting down, guys. All right, we saw that selling pressure I've been looking for. It attempted to like curl up a little bit, and then I did take a little short into that selling pressure. Oh man, this would be so good on the day if this thing resumes at what I'm seeing right now. Oh, I've been waiting so patiently, man. God dang it. As a trader, you guys know it's aggravating when you're like, you want to trade, but your edge is not there. But I mean, this is what you get paid for waiting, right? I mean, Tuna said that perfectly. Say what from Livermore, like the money's made in the waiting. I mean, he's absolutely right. we can't equate more action to more profits. That's a flawed perspective. And that was our wisdom of the day this morning before we went live, was speaking on that. Like our perspective is where we oftentimes go wrong, not the indicators and the Fibonacci's and the MACDs and all that. It's our perspective. So the whole idea was, let's let the bulls and bears have their fun. I'll step in when I guess the Red Sea parts and it looks real clear what's happening. But outside of that, I did take a couple prediction stabs and paid the price of it. ATOM, you absolute dirty dog. Insanity. All right, having another day 3. Huge gain. She's going to stay on the watch list because I took a little loss on it today, but she's once this thing opens up, it's going to be huge. I mean, look, guys, look at this move. This is insanity, this range. $2 to near 7, 250 to 7. Charlie's hard to remain focused the longer you have to wait. Yeah, and the reaction time to enter becomes slower. Yeah, a lot of things become slower, right? It's you feel it. You feel it the longer you sit here for hours, and then you slowly get frustrated, or you take trades that you shouldn't have taken, and it compiles, it snowballs, and that's where you lose edge and blow up, or just take trades you wouldn't normally take. Boredom trades, they call them. It's that's why I love trading. It's a fight against ourselves. It's a performance kind of sport. You gotta perform well at the highest level. Really, to do this, you gotta perform at the highest level. You can't do this. You can't do this like half-assed, they'd say. You can't do it. All right, here's my idea with Moo Licky. We're going to resume what I'm seeing right now, which fingers crossed, this accurate, about a point lower. If we get some more panic on it into like another down halt, I want to size it a little bit more. Some would say that's called being greedy. Some would say that's trading the price action. I'm gonna lean on the side of trading the price action. I will take half off. I'll cover half probably out of this halt. I only took 100 shares on this, so I'm going to be up $100 or so right out of this if the resume is accurate. This is what I was waiting for. Probably should have gone heavier, but it is what it is. Let me see how she's going to open up. 30 some seconds here. So really, I'm just monitoring how it's going to open. Is it going to open weak into another down halt, in which case could size into it, into that weakness, or are we going to open up with a little bit of strength or shorts covering position? So here we go, about 10, 12, 13 seconds. Moo Licky. Moo Licky. Probably just going to come straight out, taking half off. That's my plan here. Oh, we're going into a 10-minute halt. That's actually kind of a good thing for shorts. All right, I'm not mad about that. The other halts were 5. Well, the first halt was like 10. So the longer the halt, the more worrisome that is for the longs, right? At least that's what I gather. That's because longs have a short attention span. They're moving on to something else. Let's go to SNSE. Let's go to whatever's popping up right now. Adam's trying to have a day 3 move. RXT still holding the 1.3s. Joe, you were just on like a... Oh, by the way, Joe, I did want to mention this. I was your trade yesterday, I was super just proud of that trade. I mean, your trade on that was awesome. The PLYX or whatever. You, regardless if it works or doesn't, like ATOM's not, but you left a piece, right? It's just, that's the nature of it. Sometimes those leftovers don't work, but you take the predictable piece and leave something. But yeah, that trade yesterday was excellent. I mean, you scaled out of that brilliantly. The PLYX, that was that was fun to watch because you did it. You traded it real well. And there weren't like a ton of great trades in small caps yesterday, so it was one of the good ones. Some good work, and you traded it well. That's the difficulty with trading in general, right? It's like finding the good trade, your edge, but then executing really well on it. There's a lot of challenges. Trading's not easy at all. 13.59 is what I'm seeing on the resume for MLEX. Hanging out with the fellows for at least another. If it crashes into another halt down, I'm gonna hang out with you guys for probably till lunch. But outside, yeah. So ATOM, I stopped out of that too. But your entry was good. Mine was a little sloppy. I took my entry like under the 620. I saw that 620 was giving it trouble, and so I just took it there against like it's fairly tight. I get annoyed when my stops are kind of tight. Like JDZG, what just happened here? JDZG, Chinese tickers getting no loving lately, guys. After TCGL, they just said heck with these tickers. Halted down. Just random, like 500,000 shares. Just not so random, probably for the insider. Like we gotta get out of here. They gotta file like a 13G or D to do that. Oh, they announced a $3 million offering. Oh, they just announced a $3 million offering. Oh my gosh. JDZG, yeah, 11.17. That's the randomness. At a purchase price of 25 cents per share. Ouchie. All right, we could see this thing lower. I'm seeing the resume at right at 88 cents, but we could see it lower if they offering 3 million at 25 cents. That ain't good news. All right, let's throw her back on. She was on the watch list last week. SNSE still going sideways, holding some key levels. Mulex going to open up on a 10-minute halt at 11:20:21, about 1 minute. So my attention's going back here, and then after this, again, you guys know my thoughts here. I may size it, probably taking half off right out of the halt, but then I might hit it with some more shares. JDZG, I'm going to focus there because that thing could push down even further, if down towards 25 cents. With that offering just hit 11.17. All right. Yeah, from that, it spiked up to what? PLYX hit like $66 or so. Mulex going to open up in 10 seconds. Probably 5 for you guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get it, traders. No bueno. Took half off. Not seeing the selling pressure I was so desiring yet. Yeah, push higher. I'm going to just take it all off. It's halting up. Looks like it's about to halt up. $15, some orders sitting there. 1470 is so spready. This thing's tricky. Yeah, I'm gonna be done with it. All right, small L. It's so spready. It's hard to get involved there. I'm gonna turn my attention to JDZG, and that thing's going to open up on a 5-minute haul, about a minute now from now. JDZG, again, they just offering 25 cents. So we could see this thing absolutely capitulate from here. I'm going to eyeball it out of this haul. Just a little red on the day, a little aggravated with today, but I'm going to step away after this, probably JDZG. Seeing the resume at 88 cents. They're offering again at 25. It's really not down much since they just offering that out. It's probably gonna if it opens up at 88 cents, it's probably gonna see a lot of selling pressure here. 10 seconds. Yep, lots of orders coming through, guys. I'm hitting it quite a bit here. Yes. Hopefully, fingers crossed, yes. All right, that's why you got to be quick on those. Anybody else with JDZG? Anybody else with JDZG? I may have gone a little too heavy on that. I don't know. We'll see. All right, traders, the robe of wisdom needs to come out. We got to do something. We're going to alter the direction of what you guys call it. 71 cents is the resume. I'm seeing JDZG, but we did call that. We were going to see it be real heavy right out of that haul. Because again, it just came out with the offering for 25 cents. So what crowed? What ticker were you trading? Fig. Yeah, PLYX. That thing was so far off of that high it put in pre-market. Yeah, leaving a little percentage on it. All right, that was a brutal sell-off there. JDZG. Oh, Shaz. You're referencing the ticker Shaz. All right, SHAZ. What did they do? Released IPO, quote resumption, release for quotation. I'm seeing a resumption, $35 there, Crow. Shaz AI ticker, NASDAQ listing and pricing of 125 million offering. I see that this morning. Offering at $30 per share. $30 per share. IPO security. What is it? What is it referencing? This is not an IPO. What is this, a reverse split? Yeah, we got Shaz. They offering out at 30. I'm seeing a resumption right around 35. You hit Imlek. Yeah, Imlek. and RXTAT open and SNSE. SNSE's been still fighting for dear life. JDZG, I'm real curious what's going to happen here. If it's going to just panic down again, it just dropped 15 cents. So are we about to drop another 15 cents? Is it going to head towards that 25 cents? Curious what we're going to do here, JDZG. Out of this open, 1127.54, 1127.54 on it. Pretty much any buying on JDZG, I'll be covering it. I want to see this, just see more selling pressure down towards that offering level. I mean, really 50 cents lower we should be seeing on this thing. Shaz, I'm seeing 31 resumption now. Oh, wow. We're halting lower, guys. I'm going to take some off. JDZG's halting lower. Yes. Yes. Back to green. Back to really nice green on the day now. JDZG, thank you. This is why you put yourself in the ball game with some of these plays like this. You gotta be ready. Gotta be ready, because you have a small moment of opportunity to be hitting them. Very small. Idiot. Forgot I was in freaking MLEC on an eval. I'm close on a separate eval to getting it funded, so I'm like, it's so hard for me to focus on multiple accounts. Like, I mainly just trade the funded, but I'm like right there. I took a trade JDZG now. I'm right there on a max eval, which I much prefer the max over a flex, because there's hardly any rules once you're funded. I mean, you got like the 5%, but there's no like consistency roll or 3 days this and. All right, Shaz is about to open up. Just take a look. Take a look. I don't know if I'm gonna trade it, but I'll take a peek. Shaz did open up. God, Crow, you trading this? Woo! 1.5 spread. Yikes. They did the offering at 30, it looks like, so I don't know how far off it's gonna get, but JDZG might even open up like at 40 cents or lower. I think this, well, it says it's NASDAQ. The offering level's not it's not, I guess it just keeps snapping so quick. That's what happens. It opens up and just snaps real quick. JDZG, man, this is honestly, traders, JDZG, this is a Chinese ticker. This is look, it was at $4 a couple days ago. This is a capitulation nightmare for the longs. I'm seeing 1133. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, I messed up a couple times this morning. Where I've been messing up, Joe, is taking comfortable. Like, I gotta stop taking comfortable trades. Like, for instance, the ATOM. You took the really good trade on that. It's uncomfortable to short. Right. It's uncomfortable to short into the euphoria, but that's you have to learn to be comfortable being uncomfortable, right? So I still maybe have a tendency from time. It's like, okay, wait, and then kind of let it develop, and then that's when it's comfortable for everybody else, and it becomes a bad trade. JDZG, I had to hit that one. I had to hit that one because I mean the offerings I'm very familiar with, and that's where experience plays a part. But that you have a very small fragment of time to get involved with it. All right. So I am going to be looking to take another piece off. I had 2,500 shares on it. It's going to open up here in just a second. The ask keeps sending this thing down, though. I'm going to take, I don't know, 500. So I'll take like, take 500 off, probably out of this. And still have 750 left. See if that thing can wind down towards like the low 20s. Should be resuming here shortly. Wow. Halting again. This is lovely. Very lovely. Like, should I be hitting this with some more shares? I'm going to take it off. I'm going to take it off. Okay. Yes. Finally. All right. Red across the board today. JDZG does the Lazarus effect, Crow, on my account today. Let's go. Freaking happy about that. Ended up about a $400 day. I'm at the high water mark. Was down like 150 or so not bad, but and she keeps trickling lower. Oh my god, this thing's halting down again. I can't chase it down here. The offering level was 25, so what price did you get on your last entry? I had 2,500 shares at 72 cents. But I scaled profits all the way down towards 40. I took it off at 40. Hey, we were here together for that. There's great volume on the play. These are good for trade the pool because look, there's like 1,000,000 shares traded right now. I mean, there's no shortage of volume. So these offering plays, you get along on the right side of it, and yeah, you just take advantage of that thing. Good to go. I mean, yeah, 5% of whatever 50, 100 million shares is what? I mean, you could take 50,000. I mean, you could take a ton of shares. Joe, hang on. Did you ride it from $1 to? Did you get a piece of it, or you're just saying what it did? Yeah, the offering there just killed that thing. Took five bands on it. And the eval, I got it. The eval, I got a max eval, which is like I hit one trade that was way too big on it because it was like a halt that it opened up way higher. And so I want to show you I'll show you guys my chart. Let me show you. This is on an eval. But I'm fairly proud of this. even though my profit target, I've doubled it. But yeah, here's an eval that I've been working on in the background, and I've hit $3,000 needed to make 1,500. But it's because this is all I need right here. I need to hit another what did I just make on that 480? I need to probably hit another trade like that, and then I'm good to go on this account. But yeah, I got unlucky with a trade. I made $1,240 when I wasn't trying to. I was literally trying to lose money on that trade, but it just kept going in my direction. And I was like, "F it," because essentially, if you make too large of a trade on something, it kind of messes you up. The 30% of the profit target goal of 1,500 is where is she at right now? You guys still watching her? Okay, she's sitting right around her offering price. It's don't chase it down here. It's probably not gonna do much from here. But 30% of 1,500 is what? It's like, I don't know, 400. It's like somewhere around 369, 48. Yeah, somewhere around. It's like $425. So if you make way more than that, it really messes you up. So that was this account. But I'm fairly happy with the overall equity curve. This is why, making 3K on evals aggravating. But that's why I want to have multiple funded. I got a flex. I scaled and I'm still working that one right now. But I think having multiple funded will ease the emotions, right? It will your whole this is what Fade says, and I believe him because he has multiple funded accounts scattered throughout futures and equities and whatnot. But he's like, my identity's not wrapped up in one account. If I take a L there, it's all good. I might take a win on the other one, as long as you're not chasing losses on each one, right? You gotta stay disciplined not to do that. Too old and slow? No, Joe, you ain't old and slow. Hey, I've seen you. I saw you at the bowling alley. You're definitely not. You're definitely not old or slow. Well, the beauty of these, Joe, this is why I always have the halt scanner up. I've been and that's just the free Zendu scanner on YouTube. I'm always have it up because if there's increased volatility on something in the market, I want to see it because that scanner has made me a lot of money. I see something like this, I pull it up, and then I say, "Oh, news. Okay, offering at 25 cents. Yeah, I'm smacking this thing when she opens up." Uh, it did pull there a lot quicker than some trades would. You're right, but I do think with it being Chinese related, it just made a move. It had longs underwater. I think the recipe was there for it. Oh man. Now I'm in a good mood, guys. RIME lower. Anybody catch that trend crack? I'm such a shallow individual. My whole mood is tied up to my trading day. It's awful. That's why I need multiple accounts. I would have been fine walking away red. I just mainly was more annoyed that we hadn't seen something like I had a really solid week 2 weeks ago, up 2,500, and then the next week was pretty much flat because we just saw nothing. But that's where you got to have the discipline, to not be forcing anything, and that's where the aggravation lies. You just sit here, and that's why it's tuna. You make money. You make money in the waiting. You make money in the waiting. Uzo cash account? What, at like Webull? Perhaps. I'm curious, Uzo, to see what's going to happen. I mean, if I'm very curious to see what's going to happen with we obviously with the PDT. In which case, I don't even know if a cash account makes sense. That's going to be happening. What, second or third quarter? If the PDT goes down to 2,000, that would be real interesting. Then you still have that. I'm not a huge heavy trader that needs tons of leverage. You guys are aware of that. Like I'm not over here swinging my whole account like some of the gurus are. That's not how I trade. Yeah, Oceans. We just did the review, Oceans and C Pro. I think, the whole plan with TTP was to get some payouts and then, with those payouts, open up shop. So here's what, Uzo, this is kind of the master plan we're formulating right now. If we had like a couple funded over at TTP and then, having C Pro as well, C Pro is really going to be used for, well, again, that C Pro is great because they obviously have the shorts. There's no like platform fee anymore. So you're paying is $25 a month. That's it for the data, market data. But what's good about C Pro outside, this is why it's smart to have multiple brokers open, is with C Pro, obviously you can take advantage of scalping more so because trade the pool, of course, like they're great for their reasons, right? But where you're limited, I guess, is the scalping. Like if, for instance, what was this morning? What did we see that we could have traded over at like C Pro? It was it was a tiny price ticker. I don't recall. POAS came to mind, but that one's not doing much. But essentially, it's like for those 50-cent plays, the 50-cent plays, Uzo. Like I'm never really trading them because I need 10 cents, and it's just not. You're going to pay higher commissions on it, and like it's you have less edge because obviously 10 cents is going to be, it's like 20% of the move of the company. The market cap swing in one direction or the other. So that's where a place like C Pro could come in play, where that was Fade's bread and butter, where you can trade like those 30, 40, 50-cent plays and take 3, 4, 5 cents out of them. Man, JDZG has given it all up. That's why you guys are here, baby. We're not gonna miss a move. That's why you just gotta stick around sometimes. Even if you're not satisfied with the market, don't force action and just wait for that kind of thing to pop up. I know, C Pro, that's it. It's $25 a month. So I don't know if you watched my Oceans versus C Pro. C Pro is amazing. What would be additionally amazing with C Pro is if they rebated you on adding liquidity, because Oceans does that, of course, with DOS and Sterling probably, but you're still paying the $100 a month overhead or whatever. So I would get in my head, Uzo, like if I want to throw probably a couple G's over at C Pro too here soon, but where I'd get in my head is like when I'd first open up one of those accounts, it's like, okay, right away you have $150 coming out of your account. And then I'm mainly short. So I'm short locating things and paying, whether it be the service locate charge and then the per share rate on top of that. So it's like before you even get started, you're already kind of in the hole trying to do a red to green move on your account. Of course, I know a lot of traders that's the concern too. It's like, well, I just paid $50 for these locates. I need to at least make $50, and then you end up losing another $100, $200 on the trade. But yeah, they don't have the stock. So DOS and Sterling have the stock locate charge. It's like the service charge of 25-30 bucks, but then CPRO doesn't. You're just paying the per share rate, which oftentimes is like $1 or $2, real minimal. It's going to be challenging to transition back to having to locate shares too. I mean, that's probably my favorite thing about trade the pull. You can pull anything up and press the short button. That's my favorite thing. I would like some insight into these tickers as far as whether they're easily available at a lot of different brokers or not. It There may be a platform out there that shares that information with you. Because, for example, like some of these, what QMMM, that Chinese play that went up from like $8 to 400 that Nos was involved with, w- I believe that was ETB, like at a lot of different brokers. But that's information that's important. Like I need to know because, of course, we're trying to not be among the 90%. I want to know what the short interest is on this ticker and how easily available it is to short. Uh, of course, that's part of the trader analysis and psychology. The short locates on in relation to, yeah, this is fairly streamlined. I mean, you type in the ticker, you type in the shares you want, it tells you the price, you accept or decline. I mean, it's a few steps. The problem is, for example, like JDZG. I mean, this is already crossing my mind. Like, if you're over anywhere else outside of TTP, during that halt, of course, you have time to locate if you have to. But there are instances where you have to be quick, like Joe's saying. And if it takes 30 seconds to locate shares, like you're losing time and money on that. Here's AUUD, guys, and a little bit of a bear flag. It's coming down towards its little trend right here, bouncing off of it 1-2s. Joe, I love having a couple different TTP accounts. Yep. Go on the red one. I cut out quick. Just get on the other account. If red, just close it. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, so you got a rule for yourself. You'll just pretty much blacklist the whole day if you're red on both accounts. That's a great way of looking at it. Cobra, yeah, I know the MIC guys are on Cobra, and they're probably the best in regards to shorts. Oh man, Joe, once the PDT, if that comes down, like this is there's gonna be a broker war like we've never seen, guys. It's gonna be so fascinating to see what strategy, how they pivot, essentially how they pivot in this market, like Cobra, Centerpoint, Light Speed Trader. Is Speed Trader, is that still a thing? Speed Trader? Or did they? Yeah. So it'll just be real interesting to see however. So it's going to be a broker war in that it's going to be great for the traders. It's going to be great for the traders because that competition is going to breed favorable outcomes for us in that there's going to be like low deposits, high leverage. Like the margin's going to be different probably across the board depending on their risk, right? But there's so many traders these days. It's this world. I mean, the trading journey is just the best, guys. Seeing how it's evolved the last 10 years. And the trader community. It's my favorite thing. I couldn't give it up. The community is just the best part of it. Because like if you don't have this community like we've built, you have a red day and your day kind of sucks. But like if you're ATOM testing 7, yeah, the trading community is the best part because it's probably like and honestly, the trader community is probably like an ongoing AA meeting. Like it's just people who know that if you're a trader, like you have flaws, you have struggles. Like you go other places, people try to put on facades, they pretend like they're perfect and everything. But what makes the trading community so great as we all know there are serious inward struggles that we have to face in the mirror, and so it's a community of people who are all like the longer you do this, the more vulnerable you get, and with yourself and with others. It's a great community. SNSE has been going sideways. RXT's up towards the 150. Mulek Joe, what's she doing? Stair stepping her down. What chart pattern do you call this, Joe? They've been toying with this thing. ATOM higher. God, dude. I'll be here for ATOM tomorrow, but I take a little L and step out of the way today. They are sending her on up. Traders about to hit that lunchtime. Gonna have lunch with the wifey, hang out. Join the Discord. I posted JDZG in the Discord, so some traders caught that too. Try to keep everybody in the loop with what I'm looking at, what's going on. But any questions at all, guys? We'll run a chat, you guys can tell I'm running out of brain power here. We'll run a poll, just like Mr. Joe does over on TTP. See how you guys did. And any questions you guys want to have with each other or over here, let me know. Stick around for just another minute, then we'll head on out. If you're over watching on X and you're missing out on the conversation, just pull up the YouTube chat. You'll have it over there. Yeah, Shaz just kind of went sideways crow on that offering. Here we have great examples of the offerings, what they do. Just really sets the whole precedent, and just this is your value. This is your value right here. What you offering that doesn't really move much off of that. And you look at JDZG, same thing. It's just not going to move off of that. We got the offering that came out. We saw it at 88 cents. As soon as it opened up, smacked at 2,500 shares. In hindsight, I won't trade hindsight. I'm happy with the trade, but yeah, it pretty much did what we figured it would do. Stayed very heavy. And then if it goes against that, you just hop on out. Mulek trickling down right now, back towards 15. RIME is still holding the previous close. So we'll Joe, you still in here? You see Carlo called RXT this morning. So they did their event yesterday. I saw Carlo live on the Fivers. That was awesome. Carlo's the man. That was a good event. They did a really good job. The Fivers, they were celebrating their 10 years. Again, for those that don't know, they're the parent company of Trade the Pool. RXT is even higher right now. All right, let's see how you guys did. Yeah. I mean, small red, break even, didn't trade, mostly green. If you're red and you have any questions, hit anybody up in chat. We're all here to help. Join the Green Team Discord. We're happy to help you guys out. Traders, love y'all. I'm going to wrap it up, get on out of here. Take care, trade safe, discipline, wait for your setup. Do not force any action. Today's a small day in your equity curve. Small day in your equity curve, so don't get reckless. Outside of that, traders, appreciate y'all. We will see you tomorrow. And we got the call-in show tomorrow too, Joe, so I'm going to get with Josh and figure out the topic there. Appreciate you guys. Take care.